Hello, I Did It audience. Hope you're having a wonderful day, evening, or whatever time you're watching this video. Glad you're here. Glad you clicked on this video. Love it if you hit the subscribe button and love it if you hit the like button. So, I got an awesome comment from Chronic Skillness. And basically his comment was, what do you think about Lancelot versus Achilles? Who do you prefer? That is a very tough question. I'm a little biased with Lancelot. I got Lancelot early on and have been using him a lot. But I do have to tell you that Achilles sometimes just really kicks my ass in arena. And I have been using him more often. So it is a good question and it is a good battle. So we're doing a video on Lancelot versus Achilles. And there's going to be one recommended winner out of the two. So let's go into it. So this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to put Lancelot and Achilles in a bunch of different events and see who performs the best. And in order to do this, let's first talk about the heroes and their abilities and how I made it even. So they're both a level 100. So if you look at here, level 100, look at here, level 100. So very similar there. And they both have similar gear. So we take a look at the gear here. And the only main difference between the two is Achilles is awakened. So I got another one. So he's got a nice attack speed bonus of 12 hits, which is a very nice bonus. So obviously Lancelot does not have that at all and is not awakened at all. But Lancelot is a little bit better on his equipment. If you look at the total bonus points wise, it's 1,257 and Achilles is 1,113. So basically evenly matched here. They both have the bonus of single damage dealt plus 5% and with purple gear. And they also both have the bonus basic attack damage dealt plus 10% and attack speed plus 9 hits a minute. Now let's take a look. I'm going to bring up here a handy dandy spreadsheet. Let's take a look at the stats at level 100. And this is base stats, not their gear bonus or anything. So attack wise, Lancelot shows up a little bit under Achilles on stats at level 100. So Lancelot is at 1,251, where Achilles is at 1,400. Now defense, though, this is where Lancelot has a little bit of advantage. Lancelot is at 1,400, where Achilles is at 1,162. HP, they are exactly the same. So this is where Achilles starts getting its great advantage. Is his initial charge for his ability is 6.5 seconds, where Lancelot is 9 seconds. And then the regular charge is 12 seconds versus 10 seconds. So basically how they play out is Lancelot is better in a way because he gets his special abilities off quicker. He doesn't do as much damage as Lancelot, but he gets his abilities off quicker than Lancelot. Lancelot does a little bit better because he's got a little bit more defense and lasts a little bit longer, and he does more damage when he gets his abilities off. So we're going to take a look at the special abilities between the two. All right. So if we look at now their initial charge and regular charge here, that's with the gear bonus, so that's not the actual time. If you look at the equipment here, you see I got a nice 2 seconds bonus there. That brings it down to 7 seconds. So, all right. So Lancelot deals 1,900% damage. Single damage to the nearest enemy distributed over 5 attacks with increasing strength. Then each attack has 50% chance of doing bleed damage, dealing a total of 664%. The target is bleed damage over 8 seconds. So that is the ability of Lancelot. If you look at the ability of Achilles, is 1,115%. And increases his attack speed by 163% and heals himself for 14%. And then he also has a nice little bonus with the Fall of Troy. And with the Fall of Troy bonus, his attack is increased by 25% and his ability charge is even shorter at 2%. Also, just so you know, both abilities of Lancelot and Achilles are both at the same at level 22. So I made them as close as I could, exactly the same, except for the gear, obviously. All right, let's go into it. First thing we're going to go into is campaign. We're going to take him into a campaign, and we're going to go against a tough one. We're going to go Lady of Lake. Lady of Lake is a pretty tough one here to complete. And I like this one because there's not a lot of variables. So there's only 3 heroes in this one. I'm going to play one with Lancelot and then one with Achilles and see how they come out at the end. In fact, you know what? Why don't I just throw them in at the same? Well, I'm going to do one without it, and then we'll see if we can throw them in together. Problem is I got Jane Austen, and whoever she does mind control against will put them against a disadvantage. So we're going to do it this way, one without the other. Okay, first of all is Lancelot. Let's go into battle. We're going to speed this up a little bit. So Lancelot has not got his ability off. Jane Austen's out of the picture because of Boudica. And then Lancelot's ability went off once. He's getting hit pretty hard. Oh, Lancelot lost. Down to Boudica. And we're going to take a look at the special abilities. The battle stats. So Lancelot did only 13,000, basically because he got that. I only think he got his special ability off once before he hit the bucket. All right, so we're going to try again. We're going to take Lancelot off, and we're going to put Achilles in.
I will lead us to triumph.
Will you, Achilles? We'll see about that. All right, there's Achilles already getting his special ability off. Boudica, again, Achilles losing it. And we're down. I figured with this setup I would lose. So if we look at the battle stats between the two, Achilles a little bit ahead, but, again, I don't think he got his special ability off twice. So 15,000 damage. So a little bit of advantage with Achilles there. All right, so let's go into next thing is the big test. The big test is arena. All right, now it's time for the big competition event. We're going to throw in Achilles against Lancelot in arena. This is how it's going to play out. So I'm purposely going to pick a group that I think I will lose to. It's not working out so well. I keep on winning. And so I'm going to put Lancelot in first, and then I'm going to put Achilles in. And we'll find out who does the most damage. That's how we're doing. So I'm going to go against, I'm sitting there at 49K. This one's at 54. They got a Lancelot in there. Nice high level. We're going to try it and see how I do. All right, into battle. Lancelot against Lancelot. Who's going to come out on top? Julius Caesar throws in his curveball with his taunt. Lancelot gets taken down. He's the first one to get taken down. And I am going to lose this one. So excited about losing. Seriously, I've been trying to do this for quite some time, but I keep on winning. All right. A big defeat. Let's take a look at Lancelot. I think Lancelot got his special ability off just once, only 7,000 in damage. So the big player was Boudica. All right, we're going to try it again. And this time, we're going to throw in Achilles. And how does Achilles do against Lancelot?
I will lead us to triumph.
Here we go, into battle. Now Achilles is going to get his special ability off before Lancelot. I forgot to mention the other difference between the two is the relics. Achilles is using Thor's hammer, where Lancelot obviously has Excalibur. Oh, there's Achilles down. In the back, Lancelot. You hit him in the back? Really? What happened to knighthood? What happened to chivalry? What happened to playing fair? Am I going to win this one? No. No, I won't win this one, will I? It's playing closer. It's definitely playing closer. Here we go. Definitely played better. Battle stats. Achilles, you know, he did a little bit better. I think overall Achilles probably does a little bit better in arena just because of the fact that he could get his special ability off more often. As with Lancelot, doesn't become very effective though if he's killed off too soon. And both were killed off pretty early on. All right. So right now, Achilles did better in the campaign. Achilles did better in the arena. We're going to go, next thing is we're going to go into the Fall of Troy. Now, Achilles has an advantage in the Fall of Troy. What I'm going to do with this comparison is we're going to do stage 10. I'm going to throw them, just for the heck of it, I'm going to throw them both above. Because this is why I'm throwing them both above. Because they both won't die. Down below, they'll eventually die. And so I want them to last as long as they can. And see who does the most damage. Which should be Fall of Troy. I mean, it should be Achilles since he's got the best bonus. Okay. We're going to go into battle. Let's go. There we go. Rah. Okay, so this is going to be a full 2 minute. Well, I'm sped it up 2 times, so it won't be a full 2 minutes. It will be a minute. Until it will go a minute, but down below, they'll die off and eventually it will end. So, this is not a good setup for Fall of Troy, just so you know. This is not the setup I like using, especially on level stage 10. I can't get past stage 10, but this isn't the setup I would be using. Okay. I can't even get past this setup. Up here, I like using Oda. Oda does quite well for me up above. We're just not doing enough damage to move past this first barrier. So we're gonna I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Fall of Troy one more time
My final stand.
so you can see how Achilles performs down below. Defeat. This video is full of defeats. All right. Achilles, Achilles did 102. Lancelot did 84 damage. So both doing a decent amount of damage, but Achilles again takes the lead. All right, we're going to try again. Let me put my setup. Let's get out of here. We're going to go Lancelot, Achilles. No, that's not what I want. I want Oda. And who am I going to pair with Oda? I'm just going to put Budokai in right now. And then we're going to go Lancelot and Achilles.
I will lead us to triumph.
And go to battle.
Witness my final stand.
I find it interesting that, Achilles obviously gets a bonus in Fall of Troy, but, he has no bleed damage, so he doesn't get, the bleed damage bonus that Lancelot gets. They're clearing away pretty good down below.
Witness my final stand.
So actually up above, I kind of like using Oda and pair him up with Achilles. Just because Achilles gets his special ability off quick enough, and then I time Oda's hit to do a big hit to clear away the barrier. And I do not play in auto mode. Achilles down below has a great advantage. Look at Achilles right there, health versus Lancelot's health. Lancelot is taking a lot of damage in this event. Lancelot is going to die off. And Achilles, so I'm going to end it there so we can kind of compare. Or should I go all the way to the, I don't know. We got 32. We'll just go away all the way to the end so we see how Achilles does. Is he going to survive or is he going to die off? What is going to happen?
Witness my final stand.
Okay, we're down the last 10 seconds. Did I not clear one barrier up above? Achilles almost got him done. Let's look at the battle stats there. Huge damage from Achilles versus Lancelot. Obviously, Lancelot died a lot earlier. So, in the end, who is better? Obviously, the video shows Achilles is better. They're both awesome legendary heroes. I don't think there's anything to complain about using either of them. I think with equipment, the right type of equipment, Lancelot could get closer to Achilles with his special abilities. It's just the speed of Achilles seems to give that little bit of edge above Lancelot. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, subscribe. Definitely more videos coming out.